Hello everybody, I hope you're having a good day so far in this new abnormal. I'm here because I'm trying to make a video for the replacement of a Swann Morton No. 3 blade. Somebody asked me recently about how to do this safely without hurting themselves. Also, a little bit of information about myself. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I'm currently studying an MA at Norwich University of the Arts in fine art, and I have a background in drawing, painting, sculpture, printmaking and arts education. I also sell a little hand printing press called the Slammer Press as part of my business. Just keeps the wolf from the door. And I'm hoping to sort of carry on teaching when I get the chance, but obviously things have been a bit difficult with the pandemic. For our first session today, as I said, I'll be helping people try and understand how you can take a blade out safely. This is really for all levels of art and craft, from any discipline. We'll start with a few safety things, and generally I tend to put a cork on my blade when I'm not using it, if it's in the sort of studio or workshop area. Or in my case it's a dining room at the moment. So I also tend to store them in a tube of some sort, a makeshift tube. This had vanilla pods in. I've also used a vitamin C thing, and generally as well, the blades, when you buy them, they come in a foil pack. You can get them directly from Swann Morton online, or you can look on eBay or any other place, or Jackson's Art. And little packages, they come with a blade, so you try and turn them the right way up so the blade's pointing upwards and not going to hurt you. Turn it around again, and here you can see the blade, if I hold it carefully on the non-blade side, it's got a sort of slot in it, and the slot is actually bigger at the bottom and narrower at the top, so when you put it on it should work quite well. So to start with as well, we're going to remove this one, and you'll need ideally a pair of pliers, preferably the small ones are quite good. These are more like sort of electrical use ones, or sometimes jewelers use them, or you could use a pair like this, which is just a bit bigger, works but just a bit more clumsy. So I'm going to remove the cork. Normally you'd be doing this on a flat surface. I would highly recommend it, but because of the purposes of this video and actually showing you, I'm going to be holding it up. So I'm going to use the small pliers because they're much more preferable and they're easier to handle. And if you look closely at this, you can see there's a sort of metal piece, a raised piece here that is for the slot to go on. And I'm going to try and just gently ease the bottom of the blade near the join here, get my pliers underneath and slide it up with my hand ever so carefully. And what's happening is you can see it's coming off a bit. Once it's sort of, you can see the gap there, you should be able to get your pliers and actually pull this off carefully, obviously holding your arm really still. As I said, preferably if you can do it sort of nearer a flat surface, it's easier. Oh, not going to come, so it needs a bit more easing off. Just ever so gently, just gently push up with the pliers. Actually came off then quite easily. It's not always that easy, but anyway, so here you can see there's the slot. There's a bit around the side, that's where the blade actually sits in. You can see the shape of it, hopefully, yeah. And the slot on the side. So your blade is going to need to sort of go on like that. But again, what I'd recommend really is using the pliers again. The more time that you can minimise your fingers going near the blade, the less chance there is of cuts and things like that. So we're just going to hold it there near the... So I'm going to try and angle this on. Start with the big end over it, so it's sort of like that. and then gently slide it down. Move the pliers up, slide it down further, then it clicks in, and then just do a little pinch at the bottom to make sure it's in properly, because you don't want it coming out when you're cutting. This of course is good for cutting card and paper. You could cut plastic models and things with it as well, carefully, but I wouldn't carve anything else that's harder, or try carving with it, because it can break and ping off and it can hurt you, or somebody else for that matter actually. They are very sharp. So that really concludes today, how to take off a blade, put it back on safely, and then store it somewhere like that. Thank you. Bye.